This week, we'll be going over all of the achievements in Lake. This is an indie game that has 10 achievements and takes about an average of 8 hours to complete. And this one is not going to be a paid sponsorship, but the devs did send over a key, so thank you for that. And don't forget that we publish written versions of all of our guides over on our website, so check the link down in the description for that if that's more your thing. And now, let's get to hunting. This game is interesting when it comes to achievements and has a few tricks that you may want to know about. There are going to be 3 achievements that are related to the different versions of the ending. You can manually save at the end of the game and then change your choice to get all of these, so we'll get into all of that when that comes up later. Saving the game is also one of those little tricks that you do need to know about. You're going to want to manually save at least at the end of each day before returning to the post office, as the game doesn't make those saves for you. With all the achievements essentially being missable, having some backup saves to go back to may come in handy. Just like becoming a channel member can also come in handy. We have membership levels ranging in price with perks like some dope emotes that you can use in the comments of videos and streams, special membership roles over on our Discord, and even being featured in the producer shoutout section at the end of videos. Now the game goes day by day starting with September 1st. I'll point out what day each choice comes up because you will have to do certain things each day to get each achievement. The first one you can really get from the beginning is Metal Detector for talking to Andy the Detectorist. Remember, he's not a metal detector, he's a detectorist.
I found a couple of things, nail, penny, soda can, empty soda can.
Andy spawns in a few areas around the map most of the time and can spawn any day. If you just make it a habit to keep an eye out for him, you're bound to run into him at some point. The main places to check will be over at the diner, the fields in front of the farm, the campsite, the motel, and the road going through Bear Creek. Once you find him, just talk to him for this achievement. Another one that you can do at any time is Higher Ground for reaching the hill with the church. The location of this church is here, kind of off to the side of the main part of town. You can do this any day you want, and you basically just have to drive into the front steps to get the achievement. There's probably some safer ways, but nobody really cares how bad you drive in this game. Well, except for apparently everyone at the end of the game. Would have been nice if they said something earlier.
Anyway, give me the keys. I've heard about your driving.
Now going through the days, there's nothing really specific that we need to do until day 3. For Cat Lover, we're going to need to help Mildred by taking Mortimer to Bert. You'll have already met this crazy cat lady by now, but you'll need to stop by on day 3 and she'll have a little special request.
Could you take Mortimer to him?
She wants you to take Mortimer, her cat, over to Bert, the local fisherman? Yeah, I don't know why she wants him to go there, but whatever. So just take Mortimer out to the docks and give him to Bert. Then, the next day, you'll be able to go pick up Mortimer from Bert and then return him to Mildred.
Look who's back.
She'll be very thankful for all your help, and this will get you the achievement. The other achievement that starts on day 3 is Workaholic for helping Steve out both times. On the night of day 3, your good old homeboy Steve will call you up, asking for you to help out with some work. What a good friend. Go ahead and say yes to this great idea while you're on vacation, and you'll receive his package the next day. The next night, make sure you choose the option to help with what Steve needed. It's not like you had anything better to do anyway.
Has anyone seen Henri?
Yeah, he's in the kitchen, unpacking the new tableware.
Henri! Did someone call me?
It'll be a few days before you get the call from Steve asking you to help him again, but on day 7, he'll ask you to help, and once again, you'll need to agree to take care of it. Just like last time, you'll get a package the next day, and you can choose to do that job the next night. If you accidentally forget that first night or have something else come up, then don't worry. You'll have another chance on night 9. And this is unfortunately the part of the game that was the most relatable for me. The next achievement will be Movie Carrier for helping Angie by delivering the movie box. You can start this on day 4 when you deliver her mail. She'll ask to meet you at your house in a very flirty way, so of course, you have to agree.
Well, hey, do you want to know my sneaky little plan or not?
She'll ask you to help her with her plan to let people try movies by giving them a movie box and then picking it back up. So then, each day you'll either be delivering the movie box or picking up the movie box to get Lori and Bert into watching movies. Then on day 8, she'll ask you to go to the movies in a nearby town with her, and you'll need to accept that to get the achievement. And of course, you can go all the way with Angie afterwards. Going back a few days again, we'll have the Shutterbug achievement for helping Nancy by testing the photo camera. This seems to start a few days in, but maybe a little bit random. I didn't get the opportunity the first time that I delivered to her, but I did the second time around. Basically, just tell her how much that you would love to take pictures when she starts talking about the camera developing room, and she'll let you test out the camera. Your requirement is to take at least 5 photos, but you might as well fill up all 12 just to be safe. You can go around the town taking candid shots, maybe some nature shots, or just stalk the locals. Whatever you want to do. Then, after you've taken those pictures, just stop by the store a day or two later to turn the camera back in, and then check back another day or two later for the achievement. You may have to wait a certain period in the game, but I randomly just stopped by and I was able to progress this without actually having a delivery to do there. Now on day 6, you'll be able to get Tower Watcher for climbing the watchtower. You'll need to be nice to Kay, at least a little bit, so that she'll ask to meet you at the watchtower on Sunday.
Hey Em, it's me, Kay. Wow, I just instantly dialed your parents' number. Superpowers!
You'll of course need to say yes to her, and then meet her. After that reunion, you'll have the tower marked on the map, and you can go back there. Just head up the stairs and up to the top to get this achievement. And from this point, we just have the ending achievements left. So, for free spirit, you're gonna need to leave in the RV. In order for this one to work, we need to start at day 11 when you're given the RV, and take it to Lori to have her work on it. But do not let her have it, just store it there. Now going forward to day 13, you're going to want to make sure that you save at the end of the day before you go back to the post office. This is the last opportunity that you have to make a save, so be sure to do it. You don't want to have to go through the rest of the game again just to get the other 2 endings. It's way too long, way too tedious for 2 achievements.
Those stakes are too high.
You'll have a few scenes to get through before getting up Monday morning and talking to Frank. He'll ask what you've decided, and then you'll need to tell him that you're going to leave and then go on the road in the RV.
I'm leaving Providence Oaks again.
At that point, you'll talk to Lori and then to Angie if you were romancing her. Or maybe that happens no matter what. I'm not too sure how this game works on choices, but I went ahead and took her on the road trip with me because of course I would. Now, load back that save to the evening of the 13th, and we can get a life in the fast lane for going back to the big city. You do unfortunately still have to sit through the last couple of nights and all of the scenes that come with that, so you'll spend quite a bit of time going through the endings, but at least you're not playing through the entire game again, right? Then, once you're at Monday morning when you talk to Frank, you'll just let him know that you're going to be leaving and going back to the city to get this achievement.
Back to my home, my job, and my life in the big city.
Then lastly, we'll reload that save to the evening of day 13 so that we can get Hometowner for staying in Providence Oaks. Just like with the last 2 endings, you're gonna go through all the scenes leading up to the conversation with Frank, and then you'll choose to stay in town. You'll then have the option to get with Robert, and I mean, why not? And that's gonna be all of the achievements in Lake. If you find our guides helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and, of course, check out this playlist with more of our 100% guides.